Hannah's getting closer. She will be able to maybe boost up that Winston so he can get a massive amount of armor and health and he can push in. But here we go, and this is going to be another team fight here.
Yeah, there's the Graviton Surge. Sound Barrier will come out, but Death Lotus comes on through, and it's going to be complete cleanup right now. And it's going to be Quixer. I don't know how to say that name. Quirks? I'm going to call him Quirks. That's what we're going to go with. But regardless, it is going to be a complete team ace. And look at this. 4 ults available for Endpoint. Just a single one for Moped Drive-By. They've got to use this Sound Barrier, and they've got to use it damn well if they want to stay in this game right now. They've got to make this team fight happen. This is their last opportunity before they're 1-0 down in the series. The fight has begun. Discord up in play. They can't quite finish off Thunderfap. He's going to be able to get away, but the rest of his team might not be so lucky. There is the Sound Barrier finally, and that is going to be the Death Lotus once more, annihilating those players. Sandwich, he's going to go down as well. Triple kill comes through here for the likes of Quirks.
Yeah, I like what Quirks is doing as well. He's just constantly getting in a position where he can just be behind Moped Drive-By. I mean, I'm happy that Moped Drive-By are being patient and they're not just pushing in one by one, but there goes the Graviton Surge, and there'll be the Death Blossom as well. And that will be 5 down. D.Va the last one remaining.
Gonna survive that situation. Graviton Surge once more. This could be the blender effect as the Dragon Blade is available, and he will go straight back in, finishing off the DPS. Transcendence comes on through though. Might be able to save a couple of lives. Low Tier God has to escape despite the Sound Barrier. And that is a nice little defense coming out from this side of TLR, doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, Graviton Surge can come in. Wing has nearly got her ultimate as well, so she'll be able to charge up Reinhardt as well, and he does have Earthshatter to follow it up as well, so TLR will get the push in now. Graviton Surge does drop in, we will see damage coming out of JMC as well. Fantastic work from him as Zarya.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 kills go the way of TLR, and they continue to push forward. They're looking towards this checkpoint very, very early on in this map, and look at the positioning as well from Canscout and from Sky. They just charge on forwards. The frenzy coming on through as Sky just jumps onto the head of Ryu, shuts him down, and that is going to mean that this checkpoint is almost guaranteed at this stage. But they back off. They're happy to concede control. They know that they're not going to be able to fight for control with just 5 members, so they back up until the rest of the team's ready, until they've got a couple of ultimates, and then they'll re-go for the push. But the hook comes through from Keys straight onto the back lines and Yata, and that is going to open things wide here for TLR.
Yeah, they might have waited, but that hook is really going to initiate the thing as the Death Blossom does come in, picks up 2 kills. That's going to be 3 members down now from Amazing. We will see the rest of TLR flood in, push this payload to the final point, and that should be the map, but there is Transcendence there to stop it, but he goes flying off the map there.
That was I think that was Charge, maybe, from Canscout coming out, or maybe it was Space that knocked him off, but either way, nice little bit of play to knock off the Yata. In the end, though, I don't know how long this one can last. Sky is still hanging around. A few members of TLR did go down, but not enough members.
They try and have one last hold of this point. It was good work from TLR, but they just lost too many players. It does look like they are going to give up this objective. I think that's the right thing to do. No, but as you know, we see the Reinhardt pushing in now. High Noon will drop as well. But there comes the Blizzard there from May, which is just going to slow down this whole Amazing team.
Yeah, I like the play from Low Tier God there. Does manage to shut down the High Noon. Is it going to be enough, though, as he looks for Reinhardt as well? Jumps onto the Ana. Nice little bit of positioning coming out from him. Low Tier God, I've got to say, MVP right now for Amazing Team. He's the one that's really making this happen for his squad. And nice little bit of play from Space, actually. He's just going to continue to contest. Uses his Sound Barrier as well, just to make sure this fight will continue. Finally goes down, but the wall comes out all the way up from Wing. Can't get the charge because that wall's in the way. Wing will drop in the end, but again, it buys more time. They can continue to contest, and all they need to do right now, all TLR need to accomplish, is to just buy as much time as possible. TLR, they're the ones that are struggling all of a sudden off the back of that team fight. I mean, that's got to be a bit of a blast to the morale, especially if you were so convincing on your side of the attack.
Yeah, we might see the Nano Boost come out now, but actually the stun comes in there from McCree, which is going to be fantastic, and Canscout gets taken down despite being Nano Boosted up. Blizzard comes in from May as well, so now we'll see all those players start to slow down. They won't be able to move. Nano Boost is going to be initiated once again, actually onto Genji.
That is going to be an absolute massacre as Low Tier God is just going absolutely ham. Grabs 2 for himself. Ryu finishes off. Amazing Team doing a good job so far. Canscout gets shut down once again. These walls have been absolutely on point. Look at the headshots as well coming through from Ryu. He's looking to finish off Keys, who gets a nice little shield from Zarya, but it's not going to be enough, and both of them go down. A couple of nice little bullets coming out from Ryu. 2 in the barrel, and that's going to be another headshot coming on onto Sky. A little bit of pinpoint accuracy coming out from Ryu. Well, Amazing Team it's not just about the single ultimate for them. They've got 5 available. Blizzard is going to be the first one to be dropped. Can they get any freezers, though? That's the question, as Graviton Surge doesn't pull anyone in. And Earthshatter now in the hands of RNG. Who's he going to use it on, though? He's going to use it on just about everyone. Knocks pretty much the whole team down, but can his team follow up on it? It doesn't look like it. CanScout the only one that's gone down for TLR. And then finally, making the push happen, Keys is going to drop, though. Is there going to be a last form of defense here for low tier God? He's got to make something happen, but JMC has the Graviton Surge. Fully expect this to be used just to stop the contest. And I think this game might just be about over here. TLR, it is back and forth, and we are going to see both of them really giving it their best shot.
Well, TLR did well in that last push, as we now actually see the Deadeye coming out here, and the shield will come out, but there we go! 4 kills for Blizz. 5th one there. Absolutely fantastic work there from him.
Immediately, in the blink of an eye, TLR have turned things around, and they're pushing for the final score.
Yeah, but we'll see the players from Endpoint coming off spawn now, and TLR were very quick to get that push underway because they knew that War Spirit didn't have that Graviton Surge. We now see players pushing out, and they're going to start to get desperate, but Skydrex is doing work here. The Sound Barrier will come out as well to give as much health as possible to his team, but so does Transcendence, but the payload is still moving as Graviton Surge now finally drops from Endpoint.
Yeah, and I mean, what a little reflect as well. Managed to reflect a flashback during all of that chaos, but here we go. I mean, I mentioned the word chaos. That is exactly what is going on. Shower Gel on the front line will get finished off. War Spirit pushed off the point as well. And we're starting to see that TLR are taking the advantage. They're wiping out these players, and that is going to be the payload pushed on in. They just have to delay this push as long as possible, so long as they can at least make sure that if it's even, that they have a decent score. But here we go, Graviton Surge along with the damage coming out from Sky. That's easily enough to win a team fight. Ayuki becomes the solo player for Endpoint. That could be all they need, though, to keep just delaying. 30 seconds left. Sky finally gets shut down, but War Spirit is traded straight for it. And this is not looking good right now for Endpoint. They've got to make something happen, and the Sound Barrier might just be the catalyst to that. Quirks here on the Roadhog, trying to find a hook, trying to find something to finish these players off, but here comes Shower Gel. Earthshatter is available. Maybe that's the key, but a beautiful little shield coming out from Zarya is going to stop that Earthshatter, knocking down the Reinhardt. The nano boosts are there, but it's only going to be TLRs that matters. 3 seconds on the clock. Overtime. Is it going to come in? Yes. I think it was Ayuki managed to get on that point just about in time, but can they actually hold on to this one? Quirks on the point, gets a nice little hook, finishes off JMC. They've managed to find their way back in here. The heal comes through as well. And ladies and gentlemen, I think Endpoint might just be able to push this one through. They get the checkpoint. But here we go. The push once again coming through from Endpoint. They're looking to get this one home. They've got 20 seconds to do it, so it's this team fight or it's never going to happen. Sound Barrier comes through for TLR. They're looking to take this first map against Endpoint, the favorites of the group, the ones we were expecting to pretty much walk away with this one. Sky comes down with the Death Blossom. TLR are going to win yet another fight. It's all in the hands of Musashi right now. He's got to contest this and push it into overtime. He does manage to get it into overtime, but it is too little too late. Or is it Diva arrives on the scene? War Spirit continuing this game on, and there's a couple of members down for TLR. Maybe Endpoint can make this happen. They've got to push it in now or never. High Noon is not going to find anyone, and that is going to be on cooldown now, as he needs to land these left clicks. He needs to get the headshots, and Keys is going to be the first one to fall. Graviton Surge comes on through, though. Can they finish any of these kills off? There's no follow-up to it. TLR, they're in overtime, but they've got to wipe out Endpoint right now, or they're not going to be able to defend. This is a phenomenal play coming out from Endpoint. They might just be able to keep things going for themselves. Nano Boost now onto the likes of CanScout. He's charging forward, and he's wiping people off the face of the earth. Endpoint might just be about to go down at this stage. TLR are looking to finish things off. Quirks goes down. There's just a couple of members left. War Spirit is going to be knocked out of his mech and knocked out of the server. I think that might be the defense completed. Endpoint, after a stellar final push, gets shut down.
It's on Surge, and he wasn't really able to utilize it. But we will see Deadeye now for Blizz. He's been kind of holding on to that for a while now, but it doesn't let him have to pick off anything. He's desperately waiting and actually manages to get 2 kills with it. 3 now with the nice use of that revolver there. I think Endpoint have just said, look, okay, you could use that nano boost. We're going to let you kind of clear one wave, but then as soon as you have, we're going to push extremely quickly and not allow you to have that ready. So the nano boost will come down, but look how quickly he is shut down. Quirk's doing some great work with Winston there, just making sure he's targeting each individual perfectly, and he's clearly communicating with his team as to who he needs to be targeting here.
not sure I'd be jumping at Reaper if I was a Winston, but it is going to be a nice little bit of play coming out from Endpoint, shutting down that nano boost immediately, and it's on cooldown for so long at this stage. She's not going to be able to charge that up quick enough again. And look at this, they're just cleaning house right now. All they've got to do is lock him in spawn, and they will be able to push the payload home.
What's interesting is this was the map choice from TLR as well, so you wouldn't really expect this to be going the way it is, but at the moment, TLR just need to find an answer because Endpoint have just set up this wall and there is nothing for them. He goes down actually, but now the nano boost, there it is. He doesn't have Whole Hog to work with it, so actually it's pretty much useless, but that will be 4 members of Endpoint going down. But the revive comes out from Mercy.
Beautiful play out of Ayuki. Manages to pick up his entire team there. Is it enough though?